Leaking top insider stock trades every day until they stop us, September 11th. I looked through 170 insider trades today to try to find those high signal ones that can help us outperform. So let's take a look. We're really scraping the bottom of the barrel with insider purchases today, as only 24 of the 170 trades were purchases, which is about 14%, well below the long-term average of about 25%. So these aren't my favorite insider purchases, but they're at least kind of interesting. Starting with Nvidia Bancorp, we've got more insider buying by the CEO here, who just continues to buy the stock ever since they IPO'd back in the beginning of August. He's now up to over $660,000 in purchases since the IPO. A director at Broadcom bought $1.23 million of the stock. This is the first insider purchase at Broadcom since 2023, when this same director also bought about $850,000 of the stock. Obviously, the stock has been on a tear since then, up over 300% in those 2 years. And my personal favorite purchase is by the director at Perma-Fix Environmental Solutions, who is buying the dip after the stock fell due to some concerns that the Department of Energy was going to be changing the cleanup program that's going on at their Hanford plant. However, it seems that those returns are unfounded, and the investor relations team at Perma-Fix even confirmed that there were no changes happening. This is actually a stock dip that I bought a few days ago when it was at about $9.40. Frankly, I thought it was going to recover by quite a bit more already, because the stock dropped 20% plus on a rumor that was then unconfirmed, but hasn't gone up that much since then. But it looks like this director agrees with me that it seems odd the stock isn't up more. And now for the sales, we've got insiders at Coursera that are continuing to sell the stock after its earnings pop. The CFO just sold the stock for the second time, totaling $1.8 million in sales since earnings. We are now at 5 total sales by 3 different insiders since earnings, totaling over $2 million. The stock has been on a steady decline since earnings, and the insiders continue to sell. The CEO at GigaCloud Technology just made his first ever unscheduled sale for $2.85 million of the stock. They have sold the stock 21 times before, but all 21 of those previous sales were in early to mid 2024 as part of a 10b5-1 program. He timed this 10b5-1 program very well, as his sales were in the low $30 range and the stock fell down to $12 over the next year. Speaking of unscheduled sales, we've got the CTO at CleanSpark making his first ever unscheduled sale and his largest sale ever. He's made 9 previous sales, with 8 of them being 10b5-1 sales and 1 being a tax sale. But even with those 10b5-1 sales, he still timed them pretty well, averaging over 20% 3-month returns on those sales, meaning the stock fell over 20% in the next 3 months on average. You can find all the top insider trades at CEOWatcher.com.